Welcome to the library. If walls could talk, what stories could they tell? Is this the actual room where as legend has it, the notorious bandit Frank James surrendered his revolver to Governor Crittenden? Did Henry Kissinger or Harry Truman peruse the shelves searching for an interesting volume? We may never know for certain, but we do know for certain that the library reflects the original color scheme of green and gold, and also the Renaissance Revival Victorian style of interior decoration that was popular at the time of the mansion's construction. Unfortunately, all the original records for the mansion were destroyed when the Capitol burned in 1911, so no one knows what the original furnishings actually were. The library has been well used throughout its history. Several governors used it as an office. It was the first room in the mansion to be air-conditioned, and at least one governor's wife had a desk in the corner. First Lady Stark used it there for her correspondence and also assembled the staff there every morning to give them their daily instructions. The furniture is appropriately in the Renaissance Revival style. This side table is shaped in the apsidal shape, reflecting the actual floor plan of the governor's mansion. The normal setup for the room at that time was a table placed in the center, surrounded by chairs. This small statue is known as a marquette and served as a model for a larger work. It's a celebration of the Lewis and Clark expedition and is the work of sculptor Eugene Daub. Another feature of the library is this cleverly designed lighting device. It's known as a gasolier, and as the name suggests, it was originally powered by gas, but now it has been electrified. Handily, it can be moved up or down, which was an important consideration in the days before electric lighting. I wonder if the governor's children did their homework here. The clock and set of a pair on the mantel were a gift of Governor Marmaduke and are from Bavaria in Germany. The governor had purchased them on a trip to Europe in the summer of 1887 and had them shipped to Jefferson City. Sadly, the governor never got to see the objects he so admired in the mansion because he died of pneumonia at the age of 54. He was the first governor to die in the mansion. The large mirror above the mantel is dated 1870 and was a gift of Governor and Mrs. Bond during their first administration. One would assume that both these small chairs were designed for children, but actually only one of them fits that description. The rocker is actually a salesman's sample, and samples like these were used to sell not only to stores but also to individuals, no doubt from the back of a wagon, which contained other samples of furniture and fabric. Salesmen would go door to door and take orders and then deliver the finished piece of furniture at a later date. Things have certainly changed since the 1870s. Fittingly, there are photos of the mansion's first residents, B. Gratz Brown, his wife Mary, and one of their children. And finally, what are the books in the library? Well, it's a varied collection with selections from the classics, the Bible, lots of books of history, but there's also a very nice children's collection, including some Mark Twain Award winners. Who knows, there might even be a copy of the famous children's book Goodnight Moon by Margaret Wise Brown, the great-granddaughter of none other than B. Gratz Brown, the governor whose picture we just saw, and who moved into the mansion in January of 1872. I think he would have been very pleased.